Did you by any chance watch President Mahama's speech or command with United Nations? God Almighty.
At this 80th session of the United Nations General Assembly, I'd like to speak about Africa's role in the future of this organization.
Watching it as a Ghanaian, I was super proud.
We cannot normalize cruelty. We cannot normalize hatred. We cannot normalize xenophobia and racism. If we're going to tell a story, let's not tell its slant. Let's tell all the truth.
You see, Mahama a world leader who nyazo besuro biara ne yekeka ho. But okoye no, the boldness or the kasaye, the eloquence or the kasaye, the facts or drop everything was on point.
If this reality, which is fact-based and straightforward, seems provocative or unsettling, perhaps it's because you are viewing it through the lens of centuries of filters, colonialism and imperialism, and the resulting implicit bias.
When it comes to Ghana, your representation with United Nations it's amazing. Now time I know all the time we see amazing speeches. But this time, and I'm a tenasipan, I'm okay. My mean tenure, my pennies, or moko sometimes no more mokeka. And it was a marvelous thing.
We here in this General Assembly have been playing hide and seek with language to find the right words to help us avoid or excuse what we all know is taking place in Gaza.
When it comes to President Mahama, and I some of the things I talk about no more cause war Gaza and Koye. Or if it quacks like a duck, walk like a duck, buff like a duck, then it's definitely going to be a duck.
If it looks like a duck, it swims like a duck, and quacks like a duck, well, then it must be a duck.
So what follow normal Gaza, Kwasobusia, and Yan time Israel for Alhamdulillah.
The crimes in Gaza must stop.
Another thing Okasa about, and they say slave trade here, the Africa, Africa be and the countries are more benefited, from that slave trade, they need to kind of, some reparations, Ghana, near other countries, almost so fire, you babe force you to create wealth.
More than 12.5 million Africans were forcibly taken against their will and transported to create wealth for the powerful Western nations.
They need to kind of pay us or kind of, settle with us because that, it's idea it shouldn't have happened.
We recognize the value of our land and the value of our lives, as did our colonizers, as well as the governments that happily paid reparations to former slave owners as compensation for the loss of their property in quotes.
For the slave trade, no more artifacts are a kind of Ghana for your normal, for example, and Nigeria for normal.